What do you think?
It is a beautiful day here in the desert.
It is gorgeous. Yeah.
That's why we came to the desert.
We came to the desert so we could be in tank tops and
short sleeve shirts and not shoveling snow. Welcome to Mountain Beaches. I'm Norm.
And I'm Kim, and we're living our dream to discover new adventures.
We are, because you know tomorrow is never promised, so we're living for today.
Yep.
And we wanted to share with you some of our thoughts here on desert camping and some of the myths. It's kind of funny, you know, when we told people where we were going to Quartzite, Arizona, and camping in the desert, the weirdest responses we would get. They
were like, blah, you're going to be camping in the desert?
Oh,
aren't you worried about?
Ugly.
What about the snakes?
Yeah. And are you going to be safe? There were so many
really odd questions. Well, maybe not odd. It's just what people think about the desert.
Yeah. Or my mom. Well, there's nothing to do in the desert, and there's nothing growing in the desert. Why would you go there? You know, it's 70 degrees. That's why.
70 degrees instead of -10. I think that's a really good reason.
Yes. So we're going to debunk those myths about desert camping. And frankly, we had those same myths before we ever camped in the desert. This is our first time.
We did. Are you so surprised at how much I've enjoyed it?
I'm surprised at how much I enjoyed it. You know, I had those same misconceptions, and I thought, oh, camping in the desert, it was just going to be dirty and dusty and yucky, and we're kind of liking it.
So let's go over them. What's our first myth that we're going to debunk?
Too hot. Isn't that the one thing people think of first when you think of the desert? Oh, it's too hot.
It's way too hot, but you know, it just depends on the time of year. January is beautiful in the desert. It even gets a little cool sometimes.
Yeah, and we're here late February, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, friends. Coming to you from Quartzite, Arizona. It's a beautiful day here out in the desert. We like to cook as many of our meals as possible outside. We use our BLACKSTONE griddle for that, and we are loving it. This is kind of our first time of really experiencing desert camping out here in Quartzite, and it's just a great place to come in the winter because the temperatures are beautiful. Kim's over here getting her morning stretch on, so she'll be ready for today's activities. I think we have some fun things planned. We might try some geocaching today. So I better go check on my breakfast. I've got some hash browns cooking and then some bacon and eggs. Get your stretch on.
My stretch on. Yep, my stretch on. Some hula hooping in. Get ready for the day. Norm's a breakfast eater, I'm not, so this kind of works for us.
Probably need to be flipped. Oh yeah. Better get some bacon going.
We kept on coming back.
Yeah, we did. What did we do? Three different stays in and out here in Quartzite because we just really liked it.
Yeah. So what about what your mom said? Nothing to do.
I know. Well, I was a little concerned about that as well. What are we going to do in the desert? But we found lots to do. Number
one, I mean, we're still working, producing YouTube videos, so we have a lot of conversation to have, a lot of things to do just around mountain beaches. But beyond that, the things to go experience were awesome.
Yes, we went on that amazing hike up Palm Canyon.
Yep.
Who would have thunk that there, up this canyon in the middle of Arizona desert, there's a group of palm trees.
Yep. We found the palm trees.
We did. It's so amazing.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm loving it.
They're off that way.
Yeah. Yep. So fun.
It's just, you know, we're here in the middle of this desert, and then up this hike, probably what, maybe a half a mile up
Yep.
the trail. And then up the side the cliff of the mountain in a canyon is just a huge grove of palm trees. It's really spectacular.
It's so spectacular.
We found it.
We did.
We found it.
Now we have to decide if we want to scramble or not. Fan palms, I think is what they're called, but they've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was a beautiful hike and got to see those palm trees.
The weather was perfect, and
Yep.
those palm trees are kind of wedged up in a canyon up in the mountain. You can't really get to them, but well, maybe some people can, but we can't.
But on the way there, we also went to the labyrinth, and that was so cool.
That was really cool.
We're on the bumpy part of the road.
It's real bumpy. We got 2.8 miles to come in to get to the labyrinth.
I know. I'm excited to go to the labyrinth. I don't know. You know, I've done a little research on it, and they don't know when it was produced, built. They don't know who built it. I don't know how long it's been here.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because labyrinths are typically used for meditation, and as you walk through the circular motion is just supposed to bring a calming, peaceful sense to yourself, whatever you're meditating about at that time. And I haven't been meditating much this trip, so I'm excited to do this. This is BLM land, so we will find campers and that out there. I'm already seeing people out camping, and it's supposed to be just a wonderful space to come camping. Well, this is just a day trip for us.
Just another thing to do out in the desert.
We're myth busting because we're finding lots of fun, unusual things to do. We didn't bring anything to add to the circle except for our energy. That's what we're leaving here. Our energy for dreaming and adventuring and enjoying life together. That's what I bring to this labyrinth. That's what we bring to this labyrinth. It's a good thing. So what else?
We went geocaching.
We had never done that before.
That was so much fun too. We got on our e-bikes, and just right around the area we were camping, there were lots of different geocaching sites to find, and so we went and did that and spent an afternoon having fun doing that. That was really fun.
Yep.
One of the myths that we hear all the time, or at least things people say to us, is there is absolutely nothing to do in the desert. Why would you want to camp there?
Yeah, but hey, we're going to go out and do a little geocaching, see what we can find.
Yeah, we're taking our bikes and we're going out and geocaching. That's something to do.
We almost there?
We're almost to our first location, although we got off our bikes and it said that we were 25 feet away. Now it says we're 40 feet away. It's moving.
It's moving as we speak.
We don't know what we're doing.
First time ever.
29 feet. Now it says 50 feet. Back this way. I don't know.
Do you remember what we're looking for?
No. It's like a little tin can or something. We're real close according to the GPS.
This was hidden, I think, a couple of years ago, but it also shows that someone's found it fairly recently. So let's see if we can be successful.
Oh, found it.
Wait a minute. Wait for me.
Found it, found it.
Wait for me. Oh, you're hidden in this.
I found it. Yes. Right there.
Oh, I can't get over there.
There it is. Found our first one.
Oh, get it out. Let's see what's in it. There.
All right, let's come out of these thorny bushes. Ah. Okay.
Success! Yay! I was afraid we wouldn't be successful on our first one. Got a Nerf thing. To retrieve treasure, open quickly. Put finger on something. Geocache. Hidden treasure. Do not take. Oh, cool.
Coin, a gold coin.
A gold coin. We're rich. A 4-leaf clover.
So it's interesting the difference on how Kim opens it up and how I would have opened it up. I would have taken the lid off and dumped it all on the ground. She's the type where she wants to pull each one out individually.
Yeah.
What type are you? Are you the kind that wants to dump it down on the ground and see everything at once, or do you want to pull one out at a time?
I know. I want to experience all the little things. We've got some little shoes, an American flag, Liberty Bell, 8-ball, but I'm interested in this. This is the log. Name Bewildered. Day before that, I Get Around. About a week before that, DNC. So awesome. So fun.
Success. Now we got to find another one.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, we went on that ride to that abandoned mine.
Yes, that was fantastic.
Really cool.
We thought, well, we want to go see a mine, and we just started looking and ended up on the abandoned mine, and it was so cool.
I think it was a gold mine. Our granddaughter Navy is going to call me out on this, but I think it was a gold mine.
Grandpa, you have to tell the truth in your YouTube videos.
Well, I am. I think it was a gold mine. All right, what did you find here?
I found a gold mine. No, I found a mine. This is awesome. It's called the Gold Dot Yellow Dog Mine. Is that right? Something like that?
Definitely a fixer-upper. Card table. Let's play some poker. What do you think?
Our next home, our next fixer-upper. This is so cool.
Pretty cool, huh? Wait, what is this over here?
I don't know.
It's vintage. This goes way down. It's covering something.
Yeah.
So what else? What else are the other myths
Okay.
are we going to debunk?
Other myths. How about snakes
And
and
scorpions.
scorpions? You're going to get bit by a rattlesnake.
Or a scorpion. You're going to find a scorpion in your shoe.
Well, you might.
Now, exactly. You might. You need to take precautions. But we did not see one snake. Or I saw
You saw one.
baby scorpion
Yeah.
underneath a rock.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, we didn't leave our wet clothes out, so the scorpions wanted to get there.
Didn't leave our shoes out for them to crawl into at night.
Right. We just took...
But it's also that time of year where the snakes aren't out yet. So yeah, Arizona does have snakes, does have rattlesnakes, but we have friends that live or used to live in Arizona. They're full-timers now. They lived there for decades and they saw their very first Arizona rattlesnake a year ago.
A year ago.
So
Right.
it's not as prevalent as you might think, but you know, you still be careful and you still watch out.
Yeah, and Norm hates snakes. Hates
Okay.
snakes.
Picture in your mind Indiana Jones and that pit of snakes. Oh. Who doesn't hate snakes?
Myth
Myth
number
number
4.
4. The desert is ugly and nothing at all will ever grow there.
Now, that is honestly what I thought.
We are speaking her language.
You are speaking my language.
Another myth that you will hear is there aren't any trees in the desert. What's that? Looks like a tree to me.
There is beauty in the desert. You know, rock hounding is huge. We did not do that, but maybe sometime.
Right.
There's beauty in the desert. There's beauty wherever you go. You know, they say, or we've heard, that there's not much beauty in the desert, but after reading up on these saguaro cactuses or cacti, I want to say it appropriately, these are amazing plants. They grow for 75 years before they make their first arm. And the reason that they grow arms is because so that they can become more fertile. And when they have their blossoms, that what makes them more fertile to reproduce that way. Their blossoms are the Arizona state flower. And sometimes they'll grow and never make an arm. And sometimes, like this one, they'll grow and make multiple arms.
Another fun fact about the saguaro cactus is they can grow to be over 40 feet tall, which is amazing to me. And the way they survive is when it rains, the skin of the cactus absorbs the water and it expands, maybe kind of like a balloon.
Yeah, and they say you can actually see that expansion.
And it just sucks the water in and it stores it inside of itself for use later.
Maybe that's what I'm doing.
Storing water for later.
Storing water for later.
Yeah, you just have to look at it differently. You have to change your mindset and realize that there is so much to see and so much that is actually alive in the desert.
Yep.
It's crazy. Myth number 5. What is it?
It's unsafe. It's not safe to camp in the desert.
It is way unsafe to camp in the desert. Don't do it.
Don't do it. There's all sorts of people who are questionable, who might live in the desert, and you know.
That's a myth. That's a myth. We are not subscribing to that myth. We
might be questionable.
Yeah, we're questionable, so you might not want to be somewhere where we're at, but it's just as safe as anywhere else.
It is, absolutely.
And probably safer than a lot of places.
Yep, I absolutely believe that. So, long story short, these 5 myths...
Debunked. And the desert, awesome.
Yep.
We love it there. We're going to go back.
Again.
I'm just really loving this desert life.
I am so much loving it too. It's something that I never expected.
Winter and spring, it's time to be in the desert, and those myths that we used to have, they're debunked.
They are absolutely debunked.
If you like this video, you're going to love this next video right over here that we share with you our boondocking tips, because the desert camping is boondocking. We'll see you in the next video.